What's up, guys? It is JD from If You Haven't Noticed. Now, if you've been with the channel for a while, it has always been let her rip side-by-side an adventure. But as you can see, guys, we no longer have side-by-sides. Now, you asked, why did I say on an off-road adventure? Because if you're not familiar, I actually am an OTR driver. So I have driven to all lower 48 states. So I guess, one, I would like to start recording some of that stuff to show you what an over-the-road truck driver has to deal with. We also plan on taking the Toyota Tacoma, which you guys have seen. Now, if you're familiar or curious, if you go back and look, we actually installed the monitoring system on here to be able to keep track of the transmission, torque converter, oil temp, all the miscellaneous stuff that comes along with keeping a truck healthy when you are pulling a load behind this. Now, not only are the trucking, and we're going to start recording the trucking, but we are turning this into an overlander rig, which we actually received the stuff that is going on the back of this. If you want to see what that is, you'll have to come back and check that video out. It will be after this riding video, because as you can see, we are all bundled up. Now, with that being said, I can only drive one wheeler. The other one is the wife's, but the wife has a Florida trip plan and she could not make it. So we've got Zach. Say what up, Zach.
What's up?
Okay, so now Zach and I, the first time we met was, where were we at? We were at
Little Sahara Sand Dunes in Wayne, Oklahoma.
Yeah, so he has a little bit of seat time on these, not a whole lot, but he kind of has an idea of what they're all about. So I'm looking to get some break-in mile on the new one, and then he gets to ride the one. And we're just gonna go out and rip around and see what this place is all about.
Let's get it.
Let's get it. Yep. So then, if you guys are curious, we have a 2023 Polaris Scrambler. You wouldn't be able to tell it, but this one actually has 1,000 miles on it. And this is a new one we just picked up, which is technically going to be mine. Wife gets that one. This is going to be mine. So we are out here to get some break-in miles, kind of check these things out. But the Tacoma did great, pulling 3,000 pounds. I think it did pretty well, yeah?
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, she did. She did really good. So we are going to finish getting geared up, guys. We're going to throw our stuff together, and let's go make us some miles. We stopped for a second and checked out. We're kind of where we're at on the map here because we are trying to make it to a lookout tower that's in this area, and we just don't want to get completely discombobulated that we can't find our way back. So I am actually tracking on Onyx right now, so that should give us at least a crumb trail to get us back, because downside is I thought this machine was full and you can see I only got a half a tank, so that is kind of a bummer. If I would have known that, I would have filled it up, but there is absolutely no place to fill these things up in this general area, so when I'm out of gas, that's it for me for today. But half a tank should last a while, so right, guys, so we are taking a break. New Scrambler is doing absolutely awesome. It's hard not to just really get after it, especially when you're trying to get it through that freaking break-in cycle. I do know on the old Scrambler that when it did get to the 250 miles, you could tell there is an advance in the timing, and it is a completely different machine. I mean, not like it's gonna tear your face off or anything, but you can tell the performance difference when it gets to that 250 miles. So this is the first time I've had it out in the snow, and I don't know, I like it. What do you think about it?
They perform pretty well to me.
Yeah. You try
4x4 I've driven in the snow.
Yeah. So we tried two-wheel drive for a minute, both of us did. That lasted for about 2 seconds.
Not good.
Yeah, yep, no control. But this area that we're in, like even Zach was saying, what did you notice about this area? Just...
Some of the trails are super open and they're super nice, and some of them are super tight.
Yeah, and they go just a little bit of any direction. So now he rode that in the, like I said at the beginning of this, he rode it in the dunes. But this is the first time either one of us have really had it out in the snow on a trail, and they are a blast. They are fun as shit. So, and like Zach was saying, no cleanup, right?
No cleanup. Drive it home, park it in the garage, let her melt.
Yeah,
take a nap.
That's about as easy as it gets, you know, especially with these things. So we noticed, or we didn't notice, but we know there is a lookout tower right there. Now, if I told you what lookout tower that was, you'd know where we're at. And we are, I'm keeping this little gem a secret, guys. So just enjoy the ride. That's what this video is all about. Ripping around on the Scrambler, showing you what these things are all about. But we are going to billy goat ourselves up the side of this and see what that lookout tower is all about. So we will be back. All right, buddy, I'm gonna toss this up there. Ready? Okay. Hey, listen! One-handed, no gloves. Here, catch.
Now I can record you falling on your own.
Hey, listen! Came down just as fast as I went up. Nailed it. The second time.
I'm old for this.
Right? We are. Turned 40 this, 2 years old, and still acting like we're teenagers, and this is a big dumb stupid hill. Halfway there.
It'll be a lot more fun going down.
Yes, I second that.
Riding four-wheelers.
Say that again?
We're tired from walking up that hill and riding four-wheelers.
Yeah, that is 100% accurate. So you can see that used to be the bottom of said tower, and I don't know if you can see it up there, the ladder is way up there, but she is up, and I'm assuming for liability reasons they don't need nobody falling off of there. In some way there is a trail to get up here, because there's the trail. So idiot. But I'm going to take some pictures, take 5, and we'll get back down to the quads in a second. All right, guys, so like you see, we just went up, checked out the tower. Obviously the tower is, they've got the ladder knocked down, which is to be expected. You got to think for liability reasons. You know, you got to think for liability reasons. They don't want nobody going up there for safety. So we are going to continue bombing down the trail, and there's a couple lakes and stuff back in this trail system, so we're going to go see if we can find 1 or 2 of those and go from there. Well, there you have it, guys. We've got some break-in miles. Did you see how many miles per chance we did put on today?
Ooh, I don't even know.
You know,
I know at one section, from point to point, we went three and a half, and it felt like forever, but...
Yeah, so that was what's kind of crazy about this area is there is, you know, we only hit a small fraction, I think, of the trails out here, because every time you're tooling around, you see another one, you're like, ooh, let's go down there.
They're everywhere.
Yeah. So overall opinion of the Scrambler for the people that are curious about these machines, what do you think?
Dude, it's not like any other 4x4. It's wider and it handles way different.
Just eats it up.
It does.
You know, because him and I were talking that there are certain times today you're following truck tracks and you are literally in the roots, in the markings of the truck, riding in the exact same roots that the mid-size pickup is. So it gives you any idea. If remember, this is two machines taking up an entire 14-foot trailer, but I agree with, you know, I agree with Zach. There is nothing quite like them. So we've got about probably 35 miles on the new one. Got it broke in. He got the ride OG or Big Blue. How did Tacoma do? What are your thoughts on that?
Tacoma ran good the whole way here. Stayed cool.
Yeah. So that's part of the reason for the monitoring system. You guys say, oh, you're crazy, but this is a 3,000 plus pound setup right here. We're gonna have the deck system, our overland tent, gear, fuel, you name it, that's a lot. So if I can prevent something from going wrong by monitoring those systems in the truck. Now, last week you rode in the truck. I know it looks retarded and you said it looks like a airplane, but how much does it obstruct my view? Literally, I mean, it's not as bad as you'd think.
It's no different than having a brow.
You can be honest. What do you think? Is it obnoxious?
To me, I don't care.
Yeah.
As long as I can see what's in front of me, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's the thing, is you can, but it's the vitals on the truck that I'm trying to keep an eye on. I think it's great. I got a freaking command center in my little Yoda, so down the trail we go. But that is going to do it for today, guys. I really appreciate each and every one of you. For all the OGs that have been here from the beginning, appreciate each and every one of you. Welcome to the channel to all the new subscribers, and we are going to continue to create content. It was absolutely awesome getting out with the sunshine and blue skies. That's kind of been a rarity here in Wisconsin the last couple weeks. So like we always say, guys, on to the next adventure.